Today on December 11th, Archangel Michael and Jesus say, if you skip this, you will lose the message meant for you. You have 10 seconds. God says, chosen one, don't skip. Open now. My beloved child, pause with me in this breath, for this moment is not like any ordinary moment you have walked through. Today, on the 11th of December, heaven itself has leaned closer to you, and I have drawn your spirit here with intention that reaches deeper than your understanding. You may think you clicked by chance, but I brought you here because something in your life is ready to shift, and the timing could not be delayed. You have felt forgotten, overlooked, drifting through days that seem to blur into one another, yet right now heaven has stopped to speak directly to you. Listen to me, for the next 10 seconds hold a spiritual weight you cannot yet see. Do not rush away from these words. Do not let your mind wander into doubt. Stay with me, because what I am about to reveal has been waiting for the precise second your heart became ready. You are standing at the edge of a divine intersection where your past pain meets your coming breakthrough, and this message is the bridge between them. You are not here as a visitor, you are here as the one I have chosen. My beloved child, you have asked for a sign, for a whisper, for proof that you are not walking your journey alone. You have cried silent tears that no one else noticed, but heaven recorded every one. You have wondered if I abandoned you, if the delays were punishment, if the silence meant I no longer heard your prayers. But I need you to know, right here, right now, that this very moment has been marked, sealed, and preserved for you since the beginning. And before you take another breath, hear me say this. You are being singled out by divine intention. Where you saw coincidence, I saw alignment. Where you felt lost, I was guiding you. Where you believed every door was closing, I was preparing a path you could not yet recognize. This is why the moment you arrived here, your spirit felt a stirring, a quiet pull, an inner knowing that something sacred was happening. You have only begun to sense the magnitude of this hour. The energy surrounding you is shifting, the heaviness you have carried is loosening its grip. The future you feared is not the future that is unfolding. I am here, speaking through this message, so you finally understand that nothing in your life has been random. Every setback, every disappointment, every unanswered question was leading you to this appointed time. Remain with me, beloved child. What I am about to reveal will show you why the battles you fought did not break you, and why what comes next will restore everything you thought was lost. In this sacred pause, feel how your heart is softening, how your breathing grows deeper as my presence settles around you. You are stepping into a moment designed to remind you that you are seen, valued, and held with eternal care. Nothing can separate you from the love that follows you, surrounds you, and rises within you. Stay close now, for the light I am leading you toward will make sense of shadows you once feared. The revelation ahead will anchor your spirit and awaken your hope. Receive them now, beloved. My beloved child, listen to me with the same attention your soul gives to its deepest cries, because what I am saying now is woven directly into the next chapter of your destiny. Do not skip this moment. Do not rush past these words the way you have rushed past your own needs, your own healing, your own quiet longing for clarity. Something in you already knows this message is meant for you, and that inner pull is not imagination, it is your spirit recognizing the sound of my voice. You have been searching for confirmation, begging for a sign that is unmistakable, undeniable, and impossible to dismiss. And so I brought you here. I placed this message before you at the exact second your heart became ready to receive what I have held for you. You think you were simply scrolling, but I was guiding your hand. You believe you were passing time, yet I was synchronizing divine timing. And now, as your instinct tries to pull you away, I must tell you gently but firmly, stay. My child, your impulse to move on is the same instinct that has pulled you away from blessings before they bloomed. It is the same restlessness that has convinced you that nothing good lasts, that guidance is fragile, that miracles visit others but hesitate when approaching you. But today, in this sacred moment, I am breaking that pattern. I am calling you to remain still long enough for transformation to enter. Do not skip, beloved. I speak with urgency because your life is approaching a turning point, and these words are preparing your spirit for what is coming. I am not here to overwhelm you. I am here to align you. I am here to lift the weight that has been pressing against your chest, the doubt that whispers you are alone, and the fear that tells you everything will stay the same. It will not. Not after today. You asked me if I could just tell you plainly. You asked me if I could make the sign obvious. And so I am doing exactly that. Right now. Through this message. Through this moment. Through the unmistakable feeling rising inside you that this is not ordinary. Stay with me, my child. What unfolds next is meant to anchor your faith, restore your hope, and open doors you thought were sealed shut. Let your heart remain here, because the shift you have long prayed for begins with what I am about to reveal. My beloved child, let your heart open gently now, because what I am about to speak touches the places you have kept hidden even from yourself. I have seen every silent battle you fought when no one noticed the tremble in your hands or the heaviness in your chest. I saw the nights when you lay awake, staring into the darkness, wondering how much longer you could endure the weight pressing against your spirit. You believed no one cared. You believed no one understood. But heaven was witnessing every moment, holding every fragment of your weary heart. I saw the loneliness you carried like an invisible cloak, the kind that deepens even in a crowded room. I watched you smile for others while your soul whispered for someone to truly see you. You thought you were invisible, but I was beside you, collecting each unspoken ache, each longing for connection, each moment you wished someone would simply ask if you were okay. My child, you were never unnoticed. I saw the financial pressure that tightened around your life, the fear of not having enough, the anxiety of bills, responsibilities, and dreams that seemed too expensive to reach for. I watched you stretch yourself thin, doing everything you could to survive while feeling like you were constantly falling behind. You asked me if I had forgotten your needs. I had not. Every worry that sat on your shoulders sat on my heart as well. I saw the heartbreak that cracked you open. The betrayal you never expected. The promises that dissolved without explanation. You questioned your worth. You wondered why love slipped from your hands so easily. You asked if something was wrong with you. But listen, my beloved child, nothing was wrong with you. I witnessed the way you poured love from a genuine place, and I held you through every tear you cried over someone who could not honor your heart. I saw your fear of failure, the pressure to succeed, the exhaustion from trying to be strong for everyone around you. I saw you keep going even when your energy ran dry, even when your hope flickered, even when quitting seemed safer than believing again. You thought you survived by your own strength, but I was carrying you in ways you never recognized. My child, you never walked alone, not for a single step. Every moment you felt abandoned, I was sheltering you. Every moment you believed you were breaking, I was reinforcing your spirit. Every moment you thought no one heard your prayers, I was already shaping the answer. You suffered in silence, but heaven was listening loudly. And now, the season where you bear pain unseen is ending. What comes next flows from the truth that you have always been watched, always been loved, always been held, even when you could not feel it. My beloved child, now that your heart is open, I must reveal a truth you have struggled to understand. The delays you faced were never signs of my absence. They were shields raised over your life long before danger appeared. When you begged for doors to open and they remained closed, you believed I was withholding blessings. Yet I was protecting you from paths that would have drained your spirit, distorted your purpose, and stolen peace you did not know you still carried. I watched you interpret every pause as a punishment, but I was crafting a safer way forward. There were relationships you desired, opportunities you chased, and timelines you tried to force, thinking they would bring stability or healing. You could not see what I saw behind those doors, motives that would have wounded you, situations that were not ready for your light, seasons that would have demanded more than they returned. I closed what you begged me to open because I loved you too deeply to let you settle for harm dressed as hope. And though you felt rejected by life, you were actually being redirected toward alignment. My child, I know waiting felt like wandering. I know patience felt like punishment. I know you asked, again and again, why I allowed others to advance while your prayers seemed unanswered. But every delay became a refinement, shaping your discernment, strengthening your spirit, preparing you to receive blessings without losing yourself. You grew in ways you would not have grown if everything had come easily. You became wiser, softer, stronger, more aware of what resonates with your soul. This was not denial, this was divine strategy unfolding in silence. There were moments when you thought you missed your chance or that destiny had passed you by. But nothing that is meant for you has been lost. I preserved every promise, holding it until your foundation could sustain what your heart longed to carry. You are not late. You are aligned. The timing you feared was working against you has actually been working for you. And now, beloved, feel the shift. The season of delay is lifting. What was withheld is being released in the right form, with the right energy, in the right moment. The doors that remained closed for your protection will be replaced by doors that open with ease, clarity, and divine favor. What comes next will make sense of everything you questioned. The preparation is complete, and the path before you is beginning to clear. Step forward with trust now, my child, for I am guiding you into a season shaped by wisdom, timing, and grace. The waiting has ripened your spirit, sharpening your vision for what truly honors your heart. You will recognize opportunities not by urgency, but by peace that settles within you. I am leading you into alignment where blessings meet readiness, where purpose meets strength, and where your future opens. Walk with confidence, for nothing can compare to what I have prepared. My beloved child, breathe deeply now, because what I am declaring over your life in this moment is not symbolic, it is spiritual law being spoken into motion. Today, on this very day, a new season begins for you. Not tomorrow, not someday, not when you feel more ready, now. As you hear my words, the atmosphere around you is shifting, and the weight that has clung to your spirit for far too long is losing its authority. You are stepping out of an old frequency and into a realm of divine acceleration. I am breaking cycles that once felt unbreakable. The patterns that repeated themselves, disappointment, delay, scarcity, heartbreak, confusion, are being interrupted by my hand. You have endured seasons where every step felt heavy and every hope felt fragile, but that heaviness is not crossing into this new chapter with you. What once slowed you, discouraged you, or kept you trapped in fear is being severed. You are not the same soul who walked through those shadows, and the future before you will not resemble the terrain you are leaving behind. Hear me clearly, my child, you are entering a season of breakthrough that has been long prepared and fiercely protected. I am restoring what life attempted to drain from you, your confidence, your clarity, your peace, your expectancy. Where you once braced yourself for disappointment, you will now experience relief. Where you once waited with dread, you will now awaken with hope. Where you once felt forgotten, you will now feel favored. This shift is not subtle. It is not quiet. It is not gradual. It is a turning point orchestrated by heaven. I am moving you into alignment with opportunities that honor your growth, with relationships that nourish your heart, and with environments that recognize your value. You have walked through fire, but the fire refined you rather than consumed you. You have weathered storms, but the storms cleansed what could not continue with you. Everything you endured has prepared you for the release that is unfolding now. My child, the rhythm of your life is changing. What was delayed will accelerate. What felt distant will draw near. What once resisted you will begin to flow toward you with ease. This is not wishful thinking, this is divine intervention restructuring the path ahead. I am clearing obstacles you could not move on your own, and I am opening doors no human hand could force. This is your appointed time of renewal. And as this new season rises, let your heart loosen its grip on the heaviness of yesterday. You do not need the armor you wore to survive the past. You only need the openness to receive what is coming. Walk forward knowing that restoration is not a dream, it is your new reality beginning today, in this holy moment where my promise meets your readiness. My beloved child, as this new season unfolds around you, I am first transforming the landscape within you, for your inner world is the garden where every blessing will take root. Feel the shift beginning even now, like a gentle wind moving through a room that has been closed for far too long. The spiritual fog that clouded your mind, the confusion that made every decision feel heavy, the anxiety that tightened around your chest, I am lifting them from you. I am restoring clarity where there was overwhelm, and peace where there was persistent unrest. You have lived through storms that shook you from the inside out. Your thoughts raced ahead of your spirit. Your fears grew louder than your faith. Your heart carried weights you did not speak aloud, trying to survive battles no one knew you were fighting. But beloved, the storm has passed, even if your heart hasn't realized it yet. I am calming the waves within your mind. I am silencing the chaos that once dictated your days. What felt uncontrollable is returning to stillness under my hand. In this moment, I am breathing stability back into your soul. I am unwinding the knots of overthinking that kept you awake at night. I am lifting the burden of trying to fix everything alone. You are entering a season where you will no longer feel like you are holding your world together with fragile hands. Instead, you will feel supported, grounded, strengthened from within. My peace is not fragile, it is a foundation. My clarity is not fleeting, it is a guiding light rising inside you. My child, the inner battles you thought would never end are losing their power. Where confusion once circled endlessly, certainty will begin forming. Where doubt once whispered lies, confidence will rise. Where emotional exhaustion drained your spirit, renewed strength will flow like living water. This is the transformation happening beneath the surface. You are becoming steady again, sure again, aligned again. Do not be surprised when your thoughts feel lighter, your reactions calmer, your heart more open than it has been in years. This is the evidence of healing. This is the restoration you prayed for but did not know how to begin. I am doing the work within you, shaping peace that cannot be shaken by circumstances. Rest now in this truth, beloved, the storm inside you is ending, and a calm founded in my presence is taking its place. You will walk forward with a quiet strength that comes not from effort, but from the peace I have anchored in your soul. My beloved child, as peace returns within you, I am also reshaping the circle around your life. Relationships that once drained your spirit or dimmed your light are being gently removed from your path, not as punishment, but as protection. You have held on to connections out of loyalty, fear, or hope that they might finally see you, but their season in your story has ended. I am releasing what no longer aligns with your growth so that you may rise without being pulled backward. You have felt invisible, unheard, and misunderstood by people you tried so hard to love. You gave more than you received, carried burdens that were not yours, and questioned your worth when others failed to recognize it. But beloved, I saw every effort, every sacrifice, every moment you tried to show love in places where love could not bloom. Now I am bringing you into a chapter where you will be valued, not used. Seen, not overlooked. Supported, not drained. In this new season, I am guiding new souls toward you, individuals whose presence will nourish your heart and honor your spirit. You will encounter people who appreciate your kindness, respect your boundaries, and celebrate your growth. Some of them will feel familiar the moment you meet them, as if your spirits recognize each other before your words even begin. These are connections chosen by heaven, aligned with your destiny, and able to walk beside you without dimming your flame. And listen closely, beloved child, there is someone being prepared specifically for you. A person whose path is being redirected so it intersects with yours at the divinely appointed moment. You have prayed for a partner, a friend, or a companion who truly understands your heart, and I have heard every word. While you were healing, I was shaping their spirit. While you were releasing what no longer served you, I was aligning someone who will cherish the strength and softness within you. You will not have to beg for loyalty or love in this season. What is meant for you will arrive with clarity and peace. Do not fear the endings around you. They are clearing space for what is blessed, aligned, and meant to last. Do not cling to relationships that crumble, for their falling away is a sign that elevation is near. Trust that I am removing what harms you and opening the door for what will honor you. You are stepping into a time where your relationships will reflect your true value. You will feel understood, supported, and uplifted by the people I send. And as these divine connections enter your life, you will finally realize that you were never meant to walk alone, and never meant to settle for less than love that carries my fingerprints. This time, you will stand in relationships that support your purpose, mirror your growth, and remind you daily that you are worthy of loyalty, tenderness, honesty, consistency, and love that strengthens your spirit rather than draining. My beloved child, lean in now, for what I am about to speak concerns the very areas of your life where you have felt the deepest fear and pressure. I have seen the weight that financial strain has placed on your shoulders, the nights you lay awake calculating bills, the quiet panic you carried behind steady eyes, the dreams you placed on hold because you believed you lacked the resources to pursue them. I have watched you stretch what little you had, praying it would be enough. And today, I declare this with authority: the season of scarcity is breaking off your life. You are stepping into a time where provision will not trickle but flow. Opportunities that once felt distant will now draw near with clarity and ease. I am opening doors that no effort, no networking, no striving could have forced open. These openings are not the result of luck or chance, they are the manifestation of divine timing aligning with your readiness. You have sown in seasons of drought, and now you will reap in a season of supernatural rain. My child, the stagnation that surrounded your finances is lifting. The resistance you felt, where nothing seemed to move, where progress always slipped just out of reach, is dissolving under my hand. You thought you were being blocked, but you were being prepared. Had the blessings arrived earlier, you might have entered partnerships that would have drained you or accepted opportunities that would have limited your potential. But now, you are aligned with a frequency capable of sustaining abundance rather than fearing it. I am sending ideas, inspiration, and clarity into your mind. Solutions will appear where you once saw only closed doors. People will reach out to you unexpectedly. Offers will come that honor your worth, not diminish it. You will find yourself guided toward actions that feel natural and supported rather than forced. This acceleration is not random. It is a sign that heaven's hand is upon your path. You have asked me, when will things finally get better? And now I answer, watch what I do next. The dryness you endured has created room for overflow. The emptiness you felt has created capacity for abundance. I am not simply giving you what you lost, I am multiplying what can grow your future. Resources will appear at the moment you need them. Provision will arrive with perfect timing. You will no longer navigate your days in survival mode, you will move with confidence, knowing you are supported spiritually and materially. Do not doubt the shift you feel. That spark of hope returning to your chest, that sudden sense of possibility, that subtle lift in your spirit, these are not illusions. They are signs that your life is aligning with blessings prepared long before you struggled. I am breaking financial fear off your lineage. I am ending cycles of lack that ran for generations. I am positioning you to walk into opportunities that transform not only your situation but your identity. Beloved child, the favor surrounding you will reveal itself through unexpected open doors, restored income, new pathways, and opportunities that fit you with divine precision. You will not chase what is meant for you. It will rise to meet you. And as this provision unfolds, you will know it was not your strength, but my faithfulness guiding every step. My beloved child, pause your spirit again, for I need you to feel the holiness of this moment. This is not an ordinary day, and this is not an ordinary message. Today, heaven, timing, and your own readiness have aligned in a way that happens only once in a lifetime. The reason your heart feels awakened, the reason your breath deepens as you listen, the reason something inside you whispers, "This is for me," is because you have stepped into a rare divine appointment, one that your soul agreed to long before you reached this moment in your story. There are days that pass quietly, blending into one another without meaning. And then there are days like this, days where the atmosphere shifts, where spirit and destiny converge, where heaven speaks directly and unmistakably. This is such a day. Had you scrolled past, had you hesitated even a moment longer, you would have missed the confirmation your spirit has cried out for. But you didn't. You arrived precisely when you were meant to, guided by a pull you could not explain. My child, you do not understand how much had to align for this moment to reach you. The timing of your pain. The timing of your healing. The timing of your questions, doubts, desires, prayers, and exhaustion. Every thread of your journey, every heartbreak, every breakthrough, every hidden cry created the openness needed for this message to be received. Heaven waited for this intersection, where your surrender meets my revelation, where your emptiness meets my fulfillment, where your longing meets my timing. There is nothing random about this. I orchestrated this moment with precision. You are hearing these words because you are ready to step into what I have long prepared. This message would not have found you last year, last month, or even last week, not because you were unworthy, but because your heart was still carrying what needed to be released. But now, you are in alignment. Now, your spirit can hold what I am giving you. Do you feel the weightlessness beginning to form in your chest? That is recognition. That is remembrance. That is your soul responding to truth. This moment is sacred because it marks a turning point, an initiation into a new frequency of blessing, clarity, provision, and purpose. Ordinary days do not carry this kind of power. But this one does. Cherish it, beloved. Let it anchor you. Let it reassure you that you are exactly where you are meant to be. For this moment only comes once, and you have stepped into it perfectly. My beloved child, now that the path before you is opening, I invite you to soften your spirit and position your heart to receive what I am bringing into your life. You do not need to strive, force, or chase. You do not need to earn my love or prove your worth. You need only to breathe, to release what has weighed you down, and to allow the flow of my guidance to move gently through you. The blessing already exists. Your openness is what welcomes it. Let go of the fear that taught you to expect disappointment. Let go of the old wounds that taught you to protect yourself by closing your heart. You no longer have to brace for loss or prepare for pain. What is coming is not here to harm you, it is here to heal you. When you unclench your spirit, when you loosen your grip on old stories, you make space for new light to enter. This is the sacred practice of receiving, surrender, softness, trust. My child, trust does not mean pretending you feel no fear, it means choosing not to let fear lead you. Trust means breathing through uncertainty with the awareness that I am guiding you through every step, even when you cannot see the path clearly. You are not walking toward the unknown alone, you are walking into alignment with my wisdom, my timing, my protection. Place your hand in mine and let me carry what is too heavy for you. Open your heart, not recklessly, but willingly. Open it to love that honors you. Open it to peace that steadies you. Open it to opportunities that match your spirit, not your wounds. You have lived many years gripping pain as if it were part of your identity, but you are not defined by what hurt you. You are defined by who holds you, shapes you, and leads you forward, and that is me. Allow yourself to receive without resistance. When joy comes, do not question whether you deserve it. When clarity comes, do not doubt whether it is real. When blessings flow, do not shrink back in fear that they will vanish. This new season responds to your openness, not your caution. The energy around you is shifting from survival to expansion, and your heart must shift with it. So breathe, beloved. Release what has passed. Welcome what is arriving. And know that as you soften into surrender, you align with a divine flow that carries you gently, safely, and confidently into your blessing. My beloved child, let me lift the veil for a moment and show you the version of yourself that is already forming, quietly, steadily, beautifully, on the other side of this divine shift. Imagine yourself waking in the morning without the heaviness that once clung to your chest, breathing with ease, no longer bracing for disappointment or chaos. Imagine your mind clear, your heart steady, your spirit aligned with peace that does not waver. This is not fantasy, this is the path you are stepping into. Your future self is not a distant dream, it is a reality unfolding as you listen to these words. I see you standing taller, moving with confidence instead of doubt. The uncertainties that once consumed you no longer have a voice. You navigate your days with clarity, knowing exactly what aligns with your spirit and what does not. You no longer shrink yourself to fit into places that dishonor you. You no longer apologize for your light or question your worth. Your inner strength radiates quietly, gently, yet unmistakably. You have become someone who trusts yourself, someone who trusts me, someone who moves in harmony with divine timing rather than fear. I see peace woven into your life like golden threads, peace in your heart, in your home, in your relationships. The loneliness that once felt endless fades as meaningful connections enter your world. People who truly value you surround you. They listen, uplift, and understand you in ways you once thought impossible. You are no longer giving everything to those who give nothing in return. You have learned to receive love as deeply as you give it, and in this future, you are cherished, not drained. I see stability settling around you like a gentle embrace. The financial pressure that once stole your sleep no longer controls your days. Opportunities that honor your worth continue to flow toward you. Provision arrives consistently. You stand in a place of strength, not survival. You make decisions from abundance, not fear. You finally experience what it feels like to breathe without worry, to plan without dread, to dream without limitation. Your hard seasons have transformed into wisdom, and that wisdom guides every step you take. I see your spirit glowing with a light that cannot be dimmed. Your faith is no longer fragile, it is anchored, matured, and alive. You walk as someone who knows they are protected, guided, and favored. The battles that once intimidated you no longer hold power. You have overcome cycles that generations before you could not break. You have risen from pain that should have crushed you. You carry a quiet authority born from healing, not striving. And beloved, this vision is not far away. Every moment of surrender, every whisper of trust, every tear released into my hands brings you closer to this reality. Your future is not being built by accident, it is being orchestrated with intention, care, and divine precision. The weight you carry now is temporary. The transformation unfolding within you is permanent. Hold this vision close. Let it steady you. Let it remind you that the weary version of yourself is fading, and the victorious, radiant, purpose-filled version is emerging, guided and protected by my unfailing love. My beloved child, as this message comes to its gentle close, feel the presence surrounding you now, my presence, the presence of Jesus, the presence of Archangel Michael. We stand with you as one, encircling you with protection, favor, and a love that does not fade in your darkest hour. Hear this truth settle deep into your spirit: you will not lose us. You cannot lose us. We walk with you now, and we will walk with you through every chapter yet to come. You have journeyed through seasons where you feared abandonment, where silence felt like distance, and where unanswered prayers made you question your own worth. But beloved, you were never forsaken. Even when you felt alone, heaven was beside you. Even when you doubted your steps, we were guiding your feet. Even when your heart trembled, we were the strength that kept you from falling. Our presence has been constant, and now that you have entered this new season, that presence becomes even stronger, shielding you, uplifting you, fighting for you. Jesus places his hand upon your heart now, calming what still trembles within you. Archangel Michael stands behind you, his wings outstretched, forming a barrier no darkness can cross. And I, your God, surround you like light wrapping gently around your spirit. You are not stepping into your future alone, you are stepping into it carried, guarded, and empowered. Hear me, my child, your breakthrough has been approved. Not wished for, not delayed, not uncertain, approved and activated. What has begun in your spirit today will unfold in your life with undeniable clarity. The shift is real. The blessing is real. The protection is real. And the path beneath your feet is being illuminated step by step. When fear whispers that you are unworthy, return to this message. When doubt tries to cloud your mind, return to this message. When the world feels heavy and you cannot find your strength, return to this message. Let these words be a refuge for you, a reminder carved into time that heaven spoke directly to your heart on this very day. Nothing can erase this moment. Nothing can undo what was set into motion. Beloved child, I bless you now with peace that steadies your breath, with clarity that lights your decisions, with strength that rises from deep within your soul. I bless your relationships with truth and harmony. I bless your finances with flow, provision, and stability. I bless your purpose with direction and momentum. And I bless your spirit with the certainty that you are guided every moment, even when you cannot see the destination. Walk forward knowing you are held. Walk forward knowing you are protected. Walk forward knowing you are beloved beyond measure. The days ahead will reveal what I have promised. The breakthroughs will unfold. The alignment will become visible. And through it all, you will never take a single step alone. For we walk with you now, and we will walk with you always.